that great cross is 70 feet tall, 208 feet tall, weighs 70 tons. Got my numbers flip-flopped. And I'll ring that bell for you if this is your stop, number 21 for the Mission Nombre de Dios. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate the gratuity.
Oh, gratuity. I'll give you a tip. Keep moving.
Enjoy your day, everybody. I'm going to need a little bit of help here, I think, from folks to make sure we can get out, okay?
I'm giving that being the narrator.
It's just, you know, they taught me there's a way I can park the trolley straight. I've never been able to do it.
He's going to be on YouTube for all people.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it is a bit of a worry, not a worry, but just be aware that the last trolley, well, the gates here, they close at 5 o'clock and they close automatically. And trolleys are directed to not come in after 4:45.
Whoa.
Yep. Now you can always leave the gates and go to the next stop, so. Okay, so I need some help, folks. If no one, at the very back trolley, if no one's getting on or off, give me a thumbs up. Okay, and the middle card there following suit, and I know what's going on in the front. Everybody's safe, that's great. I'll ring the bell, we'll get underway once more.
What gates are you telling me?
And one more thing I will say about the mission here, though, is that when President Kennedy came to visit, he declared this to be the United States' most sacred acre. And even if you're not a religious person or a Catholic, strolling around the grounds here will fill you with feelings of peace. You can walk all the way up to that great cross, take a look over the marshlands and the tidal islands, and get a little glimpse of what natural Florida's like. Our next stop, we're going to go pay a visit to St. Augustine's longest living citizen. He was here for the Temuco Indians, Ponce de Leon, Pedro Menendez, Henry Flagler, Franklin Smith, Lucy Abbott, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and now he's here for you. He is 13 feet around the waist. And in case you haven't guessed it already, he is a tree. He's not just any tree, though. He's a 600-year-old live oak we call the Old Senator. Now, live oaks are called such because they never lose their leaves all at once. The new leaves, they just push out the old leaves, and so they stay green year long. If you ever wondered how tough the wood is of a live oak, all you have to do is take a look at the USS Constitution, better known as Old Ironsides. Now, her sides are made out of live oaks from the state of Georgia, and it was said the cannonballs just bounce off of her sides. Pretty rare to encounter a 600-year-old tree on the east coast of Florida, and I have to say the Old Senator is a pretty fine specimen there. Now take a look in the crook of its branches, you'll see a little baby palm tree growing out there. That makes him a love tree. Any tree that has a different species tree growing out is considered a love tree. And the legend has it, if you kiss someone under a love tree, then you will stay forever with the one that you've kissed. Now all that growth on the branches, I love to hear some kisses. That is the resurrection fern. Now those leaves look all shriveled and brown, maybe dead, but they're just dormant. As soon as the rain comes, less than 24 hours after that, they spring up all lush and green once more.
Whoa.
And there's that bell for you for 22, the Old Senator. Ooh. Enjoy your day, folks. Thank you so much. All right.
I think they live over.
Everybody else is staying? I'll ring the bell. Now, anybody have any guesses as to why we would call him the Old Senator? Well, because he's shady and crooked, and he stands around all day doing nothing.
Yeah.
It's a bit of an insult to the tree if you really think about it.
Mitch McConnell.
Now we're going to take a drive down what National Geographic magazine describes as one of the most beautiful streets in the United States. It's called Magnolia Avenue. One of the things you won't see too many of, though, on the avenue are magnolias. And the reason for that is the same frost that killed the oranges here, they also killed the magnolias. We did have a forward-thinking citizen, though, that planted the live oaks in their place. And as I make the turn here, take a look down the street on the left-hand side. You'll see the beautiful canopy formed by the overarching branches here. And in addition to the resurrection fern growing here, we also have Spanish moss. Spanish moss is neither Spanish or a moss, but an air plant, and the closest relative is the pineapple. Now, if you happen to see some of it laying on the ground and you think you might like to take some home as a souvenir, I recommend that you don't. It's loaded with chiggers, otherwise known as red bugs. They like to burrow into your skin and they'll make you really itchy. And we're coming up to the Fountain of Youth, which is Florida's oldest tourist attraction. Guest books date back to 1868 here. If you're feeling kind of old or tired, you might stop and have a drink of the famous waters.
Right there.
And while you're at it, you can get a glass for me because I can surely use some. Today it is known more for being an archaeological park though, and they found the 4,000-year-old Temuco village of Saloy here. Also found the very first fort and settlement of Pedro Menendez. Plenty of things to see and do here at the fountain. And if this is your stop, I'll be ringing the bell here momentarily. Just remember to back down as you would a ladder using the uprights and the handles for support. Watch your head. Watch your step.
Way on.
And here we go, folks. Stop number 23 for the Fountain of Youth. Enjoy your day, folks. Thank you so much.
Got a walking stick. Yeah. Did you want one? I know.
I don't want
Beat you with it.
And welcome aboard, everybody that is joining. Oh, there's a peacock over there. See over on the right to the left of the statue of Pedro Menendez? See his turquoise head?
No.
Well, they do that in June. June is when they're going through their mating season, yeah. So, yeah, you might be able to see them if you look on your right as I pull out of here, everybody. There's 60 Indian peacocks that make it their home here. Now, welcome aboard, everybody. My name is Tracy, and I rung that bell, so we're going once more. Please remain seated.
If you take the first 2 or 3 swigs.
Not safe to get off the trolley while we're moving. No smoking or consumption of alcohol. And keep those conversations low so everybody can hear and enjoy the tour. Now, some of you probably noticed that tabby wall as we were coming down the avenue. A lot of people mistake that tabby for coquina. If anything, it'd be a man-made coquina, and the Temuco Indians showed the Spanish how to make it built with tabby. Now, we date some of our oldest homes with those that have a tabby poured floor. They grind the shells up much finer to make that floor, and they call it a tapia. They purposely use whole shells to make a wall and put all the sharp edges on the outside. Acts as a great deterrent. Anybody trying to scale that wall would get cut up pretty badly. And because they're primarily oyster shells, they'd likely get a bacterial infection on top of that. Now on that lovely note, I'd like to personally thank each and every one of you for spending some time with me on the trolley. And we at Old Town Trolleys know there are plenty of things for you to see and do here, so we're honored that you've chosen us above others. Also like to take a moment to direct your attention to the back of your tickets. On the back you'll find pre-printed postage-paid comment cards. Take a moment to fill one of those out, we'd appreciate it. Now comments both good and bad will help us make a better tour. If your comments are good, remember my name is Tracy, that's T-R-A-C-Y, Tracy. If your comments are bad, well my name is Mac and he's my boss. Coming up to our number 1 stop here for the Old Town, and here we have the old jail, the old historic museum experience, Gator Bob's trading posts, and the St. Augustine Historical Museum. And this is your stop, folks. Just wait for me to get to that complete stop. Remember to back down as you would a ladder using the uprights and the handholds for support. Watch your head, watch your step. And here we are, folks. Number 1 stop.